Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fran and this is Journal with Fran. So today it is my turn to go through my 2024 retrospective and my 2025 journal and planner plans. Clearly this is the first video that I'm doing of this kind. I've been spending basically the last couple of months binging everyone else's YouTube videos around their hauls and plans for 2025. I've had some hauls, I've had certain plans have changed, and I think I'm finally at the point where I'm pretty set on what I want to do for 2025. So this will be a chatty video, so I hope you can join me, grab a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, journal while I talk your ear off. So I wanted to start off by talking through my 2024 planner. Let me use my visual things. So for 2024, I was in the Estelle B6 Daily. This was my planner. This is where I kept my to-do list. This is where I attempted trackers throughout the year. This was also my daily journal, as well as documentation for any travel or like adventures. So I did later in the year, I'll show you, I got into like a photo printer. So for example, we went to Disneyland and I printed a bunch of pictures to stick into here. There are weekly spreads that I would do running to-dos, and then there were weeks I totally lost it, and then there were other weeks that I tried to track like a workout, dinner menu, media consumption, and then my to-dos, as well as, you know, planning. So, you know, when Jacob was out of town, paydays, appointments, days off, all that good stuff. This was everything. And it still is coming to the end of 2024. I'm still here and I have full intentions of finishing the year in this journal, planner, journal-ish. In May of this year, I also added a Hobonichi A5 plain journal, and this journal became my, I wrote down here, my growth and healing journal, but basically I got back into therapy. I really needed it, and so this journal specifically was me talking about needing to find a therapist and just me journaling about that experience. I also follow a Filipino-American psychologist or psychiatrist. I am Filipino-American, and so when I learn things from her posts or some of her like videos and webinars or whatever, I will write it down in this journal. And the one thing that I really love about this journal is that I use a lot of beautiful stickers and washi and color coordinating Tombow markers, because this mental wellness journey is very chaotic internally, and so when I put it down on paper, this is my way of making it look pretty and me finding peace in the midst of my chaos. So I use a lot of washi here, and as you can see, I've only used a small amount of this journal, and that's simply because this journal is an as needed journal. So when I'm done with a therapy session and I want to write down a quick summary, or if something really hit me hard that week and I want to journal about it and like kind of emotionally regulate myself so that I'm not extremely triggered, this is that book. So this one joined the stack in May, and it's interesting because with my Estelle cover, the A5 plain notebook is actually not that much bigger. And then in August of 2024, we also added Traveler's Company Standard TN, Traveler's Notebook. I took the ABC workshop at the San Francisco Pen Show, and I decided I wanted to take the travel and adventure, like my Disneyland pictures type of spread, and actually put it in a designated journal. That's why I chose the airplane charm to document travel and mini adventures that we take with Miles. That got added to my 2024 stack in August. Well, I would say September because I started this in September. So that was my stack in 2024. The one thing that I feel like I missed a lot this year was being able to play with stickers in a more like structured setting. I don't know if that makes sense, but I originally came back into sticker planning and sticker journaling through memory planning in an A5 wide. So I kind of missed that. Like, I've definitely been able to play with stickers in washi, but it's more like freeform. And so I did kind of miss, like, you know, the weekly vertical layouts and the boxes and the deco and the washi strips and the date headers, just being able to look back at your weeks and like memory planning spreads and like see the beautiful like sticker kits. So I did kind of miss that. In 2025, I'm going to actually keep the Hobonichi A5 because this is an as needed planner. So I'm just gonna keep it until I fill it up. So that's the first in the stack. And then of course we're also gonna keep the Travelers Company TN because again, as we go on adventures and travels in 2025, I want to be able to document those. So these two planners are as needed, so they're not going to be as heavily like used on the regular. Unfortunately, I'm not taking the B6 into 2024. I just could not find a layout that I wanted, and so I am trying something new for 2024 or 2025 and splitting up the contents of what is currently in my B6. So let me explain. Bam! This is going to be my first year in a Hobonichi Weeks, and this Hobonichi Weeks is going to be the main planner, to-do lists. I'm gonna attempt trackers again, so this will join the stack as my not so aesthetic planner, but I did already add like, oh no! Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this. Dang, I used the wrong pen. Okay, so I did add some stickers on here already to commit to it, but my plan is to track my steps here because I have a Fitbit now, so even if I miss a couple days, I'll be able to go back to my Fitbit app and fill it in. The months pages are going to be basically the monthly planner, so birthdays, travel, appointments, possibly paydays, just anything that I would normally would have put on my monthlies here. And then in the weeklies, I'm actually very thankful that Hobonichi Weeks starts in December because then I'll have those weeks of December to kind of figure things out before January hits so that I can be in a better rhythm once January starts. But for now, my plan is to use this page as like the running to-do list for the week because that's kind of how I tracked my to-do lists here. I don't really have very many like day specific to-dos. And then for the weekly side, I did split it from 1/3 and 2/3. So here we'll have the reminders of any events and appointments that week. And then I'm gonna play around with this section. I'm debating whether or not to put in like bullet list highlights, or maybe I read something that day or I watched something that day, whether it's like a show or a movie with Jacob, and I put like a little review. So just kind of like another like media tracker. I don't plan to do too many sticker things in here. Like you can see on the months, I started putting like the Coffee Monsters Co. little Hobonichi art deco. I don't know if I'm gonna do more decorating beyond that. Maybe if I have like leftover stickers from like sticker kits, if they're like deco type stickers, I might just drop them in here just so that they land somewhere and I don't toss it out. But I'm not putting that heavy expectation on myself because I do still need a planner that I feel like the weeks is compact enough and it has a very similar weekly layout to what I was doing in my B6. So that is joining the stack as something I would touch daily. So that takes care of the planner to-dos trackers, but I still don't have a daily journal. So what I decided to do for my daily journal, and this is where I was kind of like dancing around my options because I do love the B6 size. I just started to kind of fall off the wagon a little bit. However, I still kind of like the idea of having a dedicated page per day. So I am going to try and jump down to an A6. Yup, you heard me. And I got extremely influenced and decided to go with the Kinbor A6 dated in a Hobonichi cover. So this is one of the Hobonichi 2025 covers that released. This is the olive color for the A6 size, and the cover's name is the Aletone or Aletone. Please, please, please correct me if I'm mispronouncing it because I do want to learn how to pronounce all these things correctly. But anyways, I put a little Polaroid here of me and Miles at Disneyland, gold hardware, and this is the Kinbor that I decided to purchase. I got extremely influenced, and I'm actually a little relieved that the A6 color for this is in olive because I don't know if I would like it in the other size covers. I think the A5 is, I don't know, the A5 is like a brown, and then the Weeks is like a navy blue. Which, you know, would still match. I think would still complement this color, but I think I love how the green hits against it the most. So I have this pencil board from Paper Dolls Co. that I just flipped over because I thought it looked cute. It might be a little too noisy. I actually also considered putting it up front here, just to add a little more, yeah, whatever. Anyways, so I actually started setting it up. I used this like adhesive pocket that comes with the Hobonichi Weeks and put it in here instead, just because I wasn't sure. I actually stuck it down before I got this cover, but anyways, I also put down my Coffee Monsters Co. 2025, and my plan for this is really just daily journaling and everything that makes me happy. So I don't know yet how I'm gonna use these pages. Look, I had originally thought I was gonna track steps in here, but I realized it made more sense to just put all the trackers with the planner. So, no idea yet what I'm gonna do with this, so I will take suggestions in the comments. For the monthlies, I think I wanna do like a daily highlight or daily gratitude. I've seen a lot of people in the community do this in their monthly spread. Kind of works as a gratitude journal, but then also avoids duplicating things. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself with the monthlies because it is just 12 pages. And then there's this plan of a new year section, which is like half the page is grid blank, and then the other half you have like a little square box for every month. So my idea was maybe printing out a photo that, like a tiny photo that fits in here. I was thinking maybe like a photo of my son every month just to see how he grows throughout the year, or like whatever my favorite photo is of him that month, I'll put it there. So there's that. And then now on to the daily pages. So every month has this blank page that's lined. And then you have the daily page here that looks exactly like the Hobonichi, minus the writing on the bottom, which is why I opted for the Kinbor, because then if I decided I wanted to write a full page for that day, I had the option to use the extra grid on the bottom. And then on this page, as you can see, I used the shopping spree washi from Coffee Monsters Co. And I think that's because I want to track my Happy Mail spending here. So anytime I shop for like stickers or stationery related things, or a fountain pen or inks, all the good stuff, I want to see how much I'm spending on a month. And I know that that is technically a tracker and it should be in here, but I just want to try it in here because I don't know. I just want to. It's my planner. I can do what I want. But again, I'm open to suggestions. The only sad part, not sad part, but the only challenging part about this Kinbor is that everything starts January 1st, so I don't really have like pre-2025 days to test things out. So I'll just have to get through January and see how I like keeping the Happy Meal spending apart from the rest of my trackers here. And the one thing that I promised myself for this planner is that I would only try to use like washi paper stickers and washi tape just to kind of just to minimize the bulk as much as possible. So I probably will not be like we'll save the pictures and stuff for the traveler's notebook. And then for here, we'll just do journaling deco. But again, I just realized I said I would print a picture here, but I would probably print on my regular printer paper and not on like thick photo paper. So that would be my only exception. Yeah, so that is my A6. So these two will be touched daily or the most frequently. These will be touched as needed. And the last thing that I'm gonna address is what I said about missing like structured sticker fun. And I will have to admit to you that I did win this final planner in my planner stack in a giveaway. And had I not won this in a giveaway, like if this wasn't free for me, I most likely this would have been like my completed stack. But because I did win this in a giveaway, I want to use it for 2025. So without further ado, ta-da! Oh, you can see my ring light reflection. But this is the A5 wide weekly vertical planner from Wonton in a Million. I have a soft spot in my heart for Wonton in a Million because they were the first brand that got me, an adult, back into the cutesy sticker slash journaling, sticker planning and journaling. So because I won this in a giveaway, I am going to use it. So I won the dated planner, I won the clear cover and the tabs. And I also won this zip case for it, which I will have a separate video to go more in depth about the features of that if you would like to know, because who knows, maybe one day I'll be destashing it, and if you're interested in it. Just for anyone who isn't familiar with Wonton in a Million planners, it is not Tomoe River paper. It's a very thick, durable paper because the intent is to use a lot of stickers in here. So I've loved using stickers in here. No plan for this like quarterly overview because I'm not really planning in here or like tracking anything. Same for the months, but the bulk of what I'm going to be doing in this planner is on the weekly pages, and that is to memory plan. And I do have an album already that is starting to fill up with weekly sticker kits. So I have some old ones that I never use. I've purchased some new ones that I've even shared hauls on this channel for. So I'm very excited to start laying those down. And so again, this isn't meant to be a daily touched planner, but at the most it will be touched weekly, or anytime that I say I'm done journaling for the day but I still want to play with stickers, or maybe I'm having a crappy week and I just don't want to do any of like the journaling or planning and I just want to do like sticker therapy, then I'll come in here and just lay down, you know, a couple weekly spreads so that it's ready for me to like go back to and fill out the memories for that week. So there you have it, my friends. Wonton in a Million A5 wide is going to replace that need for sticker planning. So this is quite a stack. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I have time to do like planner check-ins at the beginning of 2025. Let me know in a comment down below if you have a favorite or if we're twinsies on any of the planners in my stack. Looking forward to hearing from you all in the comments below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. to support the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already so that we can chat again at the next video. Until then, my friends, have a fantastic day.